Hey you all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the south. More specifically, Alberton, Georgia, also known as the granite capital of the world. And I am here at one of America's truly great mysteries. And I speak, of course, the Georgia Guidestones, often referred to as America's Stonehenge. To this day, there is no proof of who erected this and exactly what it means. So let's take a closer look. Now, the Georgia Guidestones story begins back in the ancient days of 1980. When a man who went by the pseudonym of R.C. Christian approached a local granite mason known as Joe Fenley, which was his actual name, and paid him and gave him the blueprints to create this monument that you see behind me. And Joe Fenley claimed that he did not know the meaning, that he did not know why he was building this, but he was working for a paycheck. He took the plans and built them exactly as planned. And no one except Joe Fenley knows who R.C. Christian is, and Joe Fenley vowed that he would never reveal the true identity of R.C. Christian. So what is this? Let's go take a closer look. Alright, so pretty much what we have here is a set of rules. Seemingly, to some, these rules seem like maybe they are guidelines or how to live after the apocalypse. Some see it as a call for a new world order. Others, of course, have associated it with devil worship. But let's take a look at these rules of the Guidestone. So, actually, let's start at the bottom here. Be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. Seems reasonable. Prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite. Sure. Balance personal rights and social duties. Sounds solid. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. Why not? Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. That's pretty much how it operates now. Protect people and nation with fair laws, just courts. Fair laws are good. Rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things tempered with reason. Unite humanity with a living new language. Okay. Some people have a problem with that, the one language. Apparently, some Christians believe that a unified language is actually a sign of the apocalypse. So that's a sticking point for some people. Okay, back to the rules. Guide reproduction wisely. Improve fitness and diversity. Now we're going into some sticky territory there. And here, the top rule, possibly the most unsettling, is that maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. So, make sure there's only 500 million people left in the world. What do you do with the other 6.5 million people? That's a question that's not answered here. Do we get rid of them? Is something else going to happen to them? So that's a troubling piece right here. And so this actually is the English side of the Guidestones. Each one of these 4 pillars has a double side, and each one is in a separate language. Same rules, different languages. Forgetting which, I think that might be Arabic right there. And then, oh, what is that? That is either Chinese or Japanese, I'm not sure. Hindi, Hebrew. So yeah, a lot of people don't like this. There's been some vandalism, spray painting, throwing paint on these monuments. There's actually some paint on here last time I was here, but it looks like it's all cleaned up. It is maintained. And you know, some people have called for this to be torn down because they don't want New World Order, devil worshipping, whatever it is, in their town. But apparently, people of Alberton kind of like it, in the fact that it draws tourism to the area. People want to see the Guidestones, want to know what's up with the Guidestones. And so, who is R.C. Christian? Who is the man that created these Guidestones? Some people believe that Joe Fenley made up the whole story, and that he did it as a publicity stunt for his granite business. And by coincidence, not only was he a granite mason, he was also a Freemason, like Da Vinci Code type stuff. And most of the people working under him were Freemasons, so Freemasons get connected with every conspiracy theory, so Freemasonry gets it's associated with this. I don't know if that's necessarily what Freemasons believe, but you know, anytime there's something fishy going on, the Freemasons get blamed. There's actually, you can find a book on Amazon written by R.C. Christian, sells for $454, and it's basically a book of eugenics. It's very, very troubling stuff, but a lot of people do not believe that it is actually written by the real R.C. Christian, and that it was someone trying to use the name and the Guidestones to sell books for $454 a pop. So, my favorite theory on who created the Georgia Guidestones, some people have pointed to none other than eccentric billionaire Ted Turner, who lives a couple hours here in Atlanta, Georgia. And Ted Turner, very much an environmentalist, fits with some of the environmental tones here. He created Captain Planet, the cartoon series in the 90s, and there's some old interviews where he does talk a lot about population control and overpopulation, decreasing the population, that seem to jive with what is being said on these Guidestones. So, could it be Ted Turner? I don't know. That's what I like to think. I think that's maybe because it's the most spectacular theory that the evil billionaire Ted Turner has created this mysterious and ominous monument. Now, one more thing I wanted to show. Apparently this is ongoing mystery, and this has been pointed out by people, that in 2009 the corner right there vanished, and no one is sure what that signifies, if it is some sort of omen message, or some say that it may have been done by a third party who was trying to topple the Georgia Guidestones. Alright, I appreciate you guys watching. If you know who created the Georgia Guidestones, if you have unlocked that mystery, leave a comment below and let me know. And please, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your mom, and check out my website if you have time, www.thecarpetbagger.org.